Where's my headphones?
You gotta put your headphones on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last and only game of today. That's right. We have a bit of a change of schedule this week. Gentlemen's Club is going to be taking on Macro Gaming.
Of course, a much anticipated match, just like all of them. We always have so much fun
Jeez, you
here.
look like a drug lord. What are you doing?
Oh, this is supposed to be a special reveal. I actually wore this hat for someone out there in the stands.
Oh, you did? What does it say? Ooh, gentlemen.
So this one's for you. You know who you are.
Ooh, man, what an absolute shout out. Now, I'm getting word that we're ready to be going into game any moment now. And sure enough, here we are into the game. This is the game that really decides it all. The team in first place versus the team in last place. You might call it insurmountable mathematically, but I call it a fighter's chance.
No, seriously, I mean, technically this is the game that decides it all. If Macro Gaming is able to lose and Gentleman's Call is able to take this thing, I mean, we got ourselves a tiebreaker match.
I mean, little announced until just this game. This is the winner take all round.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, that's been our game plan since day one, was to randomly throw that in there.
Yep.
We actually have a top hat filled with like random stuff that we'll do for each day, and that one was the one we grabbed today.
Yeah.
Was winner takes all. So
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what the other ones even said.
no, to be honest with
Nah.
you, all the ones I wrote in never even showed up. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know. Most ones we pulled were just do a normal cast.
Yeah,
So we just threw those out immediately.
seriously.
Okay, we got some bans on both sides. What do you think about that, Chase?
Like in the bans, a lot of bans in here, taking away the Rengar, taking away the Nidalee. Every single time that Nidalee has been taken away, and taking away the Gnar, because the Gnar has been so huge for Macro Gaming. I think it's great to just ban it out. And the Vigo ban there, Macro Gaming
Not
a
trying
little
to fool around
right.
with it.
Macro Gaming a little bit worried about what they saw the other day, and they don't want that to happen.
Ooh, gonna see the Thresh out of Benji, who is now Frog PhD. Had some nice plays the other time we saw him on that champion.
Yeah.
Gonna be really interesting to see if he can do better this time.
Right. I mean, I love the Karthus. I mean, fantastic in the jungle right now. Back in the day, right, where you could just build a Rabadon's Death Cap and just 5 Archangel staff and have like 1600 AP, and your main objective was to just actually die.
Yep.
And you won your team the game.
Surprisingly, I can't really say Karthus has changed all that much.
No, he really hasn't. I mean, he's great. He's great. And the
Whoa,
J4 pick.
interesting.
So
almost bleeding that it might be a Karthus AD carry possibly.
I would love that. I would love that Karthus 80 carry. I mean, you got a slow that's pretty much like, what, 99%? Think about that. How can the other enemy 80 carry get away from you when they're slowed? It's never been done.
No, never been done.
No.
And the Nautilus coming in here. A lot of interesting picks so far. Ooh. We are about to hit the Silas button, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
would love that if that actually happens.
Little known fact, Chase is a Silas one trick, and he's still hard stuck.
No, I got out of Iron 2 the other day.
Yeah, well,
And that is a Silas pick, my favorite champion in all of League of Legends. I absolutely love that guy. So I am very excited to see this pick played here.
very excited.
I know it's going to be hard to watch the rest of the game with a Silas on board.
Most definitely. And pick some Gentlemen's Club, still a lot of things up in the air. Most likely Nautilus support, most likely J4 in the jungle. Karthus could still technically go in all 3 carry roles, so
yeah,
it'll be very interesting to see how that turns out.
I think Macro Gaming thought that the idea here, as soon as they saw the Jarvan picked, was that Karthus was going mid. Silas an excellent equalizer or counter pick to the Karthus. Karthus doesn't really have too much of an escape. Silas has 3 dashes. And you can just
the Karthus ult.
plus stealing the Karthus ult.
God.
I mean, so far this is a lineup, right? As a Silas player myself, you gotta love to see this. You have a Nautilus ult, a J4, and a Karthus ult. That's gonna be a lot of damage coming out from Silas.
3 massive ultimates on the side of Gentlemen's Club are now in the arsenal of Macro Gaming based on 1 pick.
Oh yeah, and that's why he's so great. I mean, you can really just take, 2 or 3 ults you really stick with all game and just do so much damage. And we'll see if the healing reduction gets built early in Gentlemen's Club.
They want Patrol Tuver to pick up that Vayne here. They're saying, you know what, your Kaisa, your Aphelios, we'll get those off the board. Give me the Vayne, give it to me now, but I want to see the Draven pick here.
That would be nice, right? It would be nice. I mean, we've seen a lot of Vayne.
I'm just going to leave. That's boring.
We're going to see...
Okay, that's better.
A Lucian.
Lucian. There
Lucian's
we go.
pretty nice. I mean, I like Lucian. He's one of the almost like a caster AD, and I think it's kind of fun to play him.
Not like us.
Yeah.
Kill me.
I think it's excellent to play Lucian. So fun. I mean, when you get there later in the games, you're just moving around so fast. It's hard to beat.
No, most definitely. Going to be a very, very strong wife steal lane coming in here.
Oh yeah, 100% wife steal. Yeah.
Yep.
Back
Gotta
in the day.
love that. Gonna be responded by the Ashe. Ashe gonna be.
Oh my goodness, this is the dream match for a Silas right here.
My God, they're just feeding the beast at this point. There is no bad ultimate.
You literally can take any ult, and that is absolutely insane.
GP ultimate when Silas steals it is absolutely ridiculous.
It's a lot of damage. It's absolutely excellent, and you have 2 long ults, so the time you tank GP's ult, you have Karthus' ult, and then they'll be back up, and then a Riven pick.
That is an ego pick if I ever saw one. You're gonna pick the GP up top. I'm gonna pick Riven and roll ya.
Yeah, Riven, such a good early game champion, although I feel like sometimes she does struggle against lanes with a heavy poke. I mean, the big thing back in was the Pantheon, Vladimir, stuff like that. Something that can just poke. Early game, she struggles a little bit, but in an all-in scenario, she does a lot of damage. And that's where you always see the highlights and the montages of her having like freaking 10 HP and then just going in and just killing somebody in one shot. It's awesome. But great team comps coming out of here. I really like Macro Gaming's team comp just because of the Silas. I mean, he's got an excellent game coming up here. Nothing really there to stop him, to be honest with you. And Gentlemen's Club, though, great comp. I mean, I feel like every time they get it right, it's going to be a lot of damage. I mean, you're going to have a Karthus in here who does so much damage, even when he's dead. That's going to be doing a ton of stuff, especially with it paired with a Gangplank ult. I don't think people are going to be realizing how much HP they lose in fights because that stuff's just going to be going on. And Ashe Nautilus, classic combination. I love it.
No, definitely. Macro Gaming definitely taking a more aggro style, something we haven't seen from them yet, trying to get that advantage in the early game and just snowball from there, showing maybe a little bit of confidence with their opponent being Gentlemen's Club.
Yeah, I mean, Macro Gaming, all fighters. I mean, same thing you could say with the Gentlemen's Club. Really, the only big guy in there is kind of Nautilus. Depending on how J4 builds, sometimes they build him tank, but I think he does more better in a fighter role rather than just building him as like that support tanky type thing that we've been seeing a lot. But just a lot of power from both teams. This is going to be who does more damage quicker and who outplays who. I mean, that's really it. So it's going to be awesome to watch this thing. It really is. A high kill lane in any high kill pressure in any single lane. And
going to be the Ignite again out of the GP, looking to try to get that edge, get that poke into the Riven, get her low enough to kill.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm surprised they didn't ban Gangplank. Phenomenal performance. I think so. Absolutely phenomenal. Was able to hold that game almost single-handedly for a few minutes there, which is impressive. I mean, they were even pushing with Baron waves, and just the barrels were clearing everything. They couldn't push. Eventually, they just said, listen, we're going to fight, and they were just able to take them at that point.
All right, well, we got an exciting one brewing up here. We don't have an interview to cut to, so we're going to take a short break, and next time you see us, we'll be right into the game. What, they can hear me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the last game of the week. Gentlemen's Club taking on Macro Gaming. The long-awaited matchup finally here again.
Yeah, and what a matchup this is we got in store. A lot of great picks this time. For the first time, we're kind of not really seeing too much of a tanky comp, and somebody ends up falling behind in the damage because you've got picks that are just so tanky you can't do anything about them. We're seeing some straight fighters going on in here, and everybody's favorite brush. That was deemed,
Sure
I think,
what's going on
the
there.
fan favorite back in 2018, and is still the reigning champ for the last 2 years. So, I mean, I do like that. But yeah, I mean, what's your predictions here? I mean, I think top lane ends up going over to Gangplank. I think, based off of the game that we saw him play, this guy knows what to do. We saw last time he was behind in summoners and still managed to beat out Ashen, which I think is pretty wild.
I'd say top lane is swayed by jungle pressure. Riven is going to lose in like the small trades battle, but Riven definitely has potential to all in and 100 to 0 that gangbang. The Ignite's going to be a deterrent, but it really depends on how this Lee Sin ends up pathing, and if he goes for a cheesy level 2 gank or not.
Yeah, and we might see that something starting with a red buff here, unless we're just going straight to get that level 3 by going red buff golem.
He's cheating.
Raptors.
Yeah, he's cheating to the left. There's a chance that he might path top. Riven already trying to get the damage in, gets the better trade, and this is not a fight that Gangplank wants to take. Riven looking juicy, gonna be enough to bait Gangplank in. And sure enough, here comes level 2 gank, but is it going to matter?
Oh, snap.
looks like it is. Lee Sin is gonna say, come here, baby, embrace me, you're mine. Good night.
Yeah, and there's the jungle sway
There
we
it
were
is.
talking about.
Yeah, the Lee Sin level 2 tilter. I hate to
I
see
know,
it.
you do
Blows
hate
the
to see
flash,
that.
has to blow the TP. Already blew the TP. When did that happen? Oh, the ignite.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't see.
No, that's okay. I mean, we swapped out your contacts when you weren't looking.
What? No wonder everything looks purple.
That's not bad. Everything I see is just a gray shape. So now, yeah, back into this match here. Silence just able to completely dominate this lane. I mean,
Ooh, Butterbunny coming for the revenge.
Here we go.
Riven might be able to get out, but I think she realizes her fate. And
that's it.
Interesting flash by Butterbunny, really wanting to secure that kill.
Yeah.
And little did he know that Riven was already dead. Looks like a real inter matchup coming in this top lane.
Well, you know what they say, always, the Zombieland rule, double tap. Make sure that they are dead. If you get to blow a flash every time. You always want to get that kill.
And honestly, at the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with getting the kill or not. It's all about sending a message.
Yeah, it is. It says, listen, I don't need my flash. I got a flag, I got a swag flag, and I got a spear thing. And it's pretty much my flash.
Yeah, you know what they say. Flag and dragon these. Well, I'll let you finish that one, Jace.
It's been finished by so many greats before me.
True, true. Viewers at home can fill it in for themselves. All right, so far in the early going, J4 showing some pretty decent pressure in the early lane, but Lee Sin not falling too far behind. The early gank gonna have him fall a little bit behind in CS, but he still has his whole bot side to farm, and he's looking for J4. He wants more blood, and he wants it now.
Yeah, I mean, this is Lee Sin we're talking about. The guy is just such a stellar jungler. He is able to sustain so well. He's able to get around the map very efficiently. And ganks and everything like that, so easy. I mean, you just drop the ward down or W straight on, shield straight on to you and your teammates or anything like that. You're looking
Viewers at home, we are sorry. Our editor has recently overdosed on his prescription of Adderall. We are not quite sure the fixation on this Lee Sin and his taking of camps, but surely we'll come back to normalcy once he comes out of his psychotic rage.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. It's a fan service.
It really is.
Everybody loves seeing Lee Sin jungle. It's the way he punches and kicks. It's memorizing.
Most definitely memorizing indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be cutting to a short break according to the secondary monitor. We can go to break anytime you want, according to our producer.
Oh,
hold the phone. Thresh is on the right.
Oh my
Oh no! Oh no!
Wow, I mean,
Dude, Thresh is best, man.
Yeah.
That's,
that is just one of those things you love to see.
oh my god.
There's nothing you can do with something like that.
Dude,
I gotta say that was an outplay and a half on Danger's side. You really got to give him all the credit right there. I mean, he knows he's getting Thresh hooked, so he pulls him straight under tower with him. I mean, the guy has got it figured out to a science, and that's why you gotta love him.
Dude, you gotta think Thresh thought that interaction went a little bit differently than it did. But Silas probably just gonna die here.
Yeah.
Putting in his best effort, but it is not gonna matter. And a 4-2 kill lead still doesn't translate into much of a gold lead. Unfortunately.
No, I mean, excellent job out here from Gentleman's Club, getting some early leads all across the board here. I mean, bot lane did probably one of the best plays I've seen in
the modern era.
Yeah, I mean, that is going to be on the top page of Reddit and probably going to be the theme of our Twitch. That's going to be the #1 clip out there.
No, for sure, for sure. That Thresh had no time for anybody's business.
No.
He had to get in there. He had to get in there fast, and he accomplished his mission. Again, sending a message. Both these teams very proficient in message sending. It's something that we got to look at, and Riven's got to look at this GP. Gonna keep looking for these trades. Not much coming of it, and a dead even game in the early going. Farm making up for the kill disadvantage on the side of Macro.
Yeah, and Frog PhD gonna be wary of throwing any more hooks out, I think, for a little while. It's tough to come back from something like that. I mean, you just got outplayed in front of maybe trillion.
Speaking of getting outplayed in front of America, Riven killing Gangplank, using her kill move and using it well.
Yeah, it's hard to beat a Riven just all in. So much damage, especially early game. You just get some bonus AD from your ultimate, plus almost.
Oh no! The swag kill by the Silas, using the ult against him. Oh, and there is a bit of a scuffle in top lane, possibly maybe in bot lane. What is going on? They're just gonna walk out. Oh, the hook landing. Is it going to be enough onto this Nautilus? Not quite. Ash going in for the trades at the end of the day. Macro Gaming definitely getting the better end of that stick. And again, Macro Gaming showing why they are at the top of the standings.
Yep, able to play from any point in the game. They don't let small little things get to them. They just keep playing. They immediately resolve it in-house when it's happening, and that is why they're at the top of the leaderboards. I mean, they have just worked together so well. They know what's going on. The communication is excellent.
Oh, Silas, not going to like this one. Not going to have the sustain to get out of it. Or maybe he is. And another flash to send a message. This J4, all he knows is disrespect.
Yep, and that's, I think one more and mentally Macro shuts down.
100%. And speaking of shut down, this Riven, the plated steel caps by the GP, gonna shut her down completely. Really love that item. Ninja Tabby, plated steel caps, get rid of it all.
Yep, so great, and J4 follows the same pattern. They realize they have 4 AD. The only AP really coming out of them is Silas here, and they're not too worried about it. I mean, they're worried about all the damage from all the other sources coming in. They got huge engage. If they can survive that, they can start doing a lot. And I really like those picks. I think it's excellent. We might see a little more in the flash going off by Lucia. Nice dodge on the Ashe ult right there. Very quick reactions. Now, Nautilus not going the plated steel caps, actually just going boots of mobility helps kind of get around a little bit more.
Definitely. Silas going to be coming in, taking away some of these Krugs, but not exactly the best use of his time. Is likely trapped out in this scenario. Most certainly going to die, and at the cost of absolutely nothing on the side of Gentleman's Club. You gotta wonder if Macro Gaming is having a case of not respecting their opponents in this match.
No, I mean, I think he was looking for a play of a wraparound, and it was just J4 would happen to be jungling there. Good job by Gentleman's Club rotating over there. I mean, we saw another solo kill up in the top lane from Riven on the Gangplank. Gangplank having a little bit tougher time than he normally has been. But we'll see how that goes and translates later into the mid game where we really see him start to come off once he gets an item.
Oh, I don't know. Riven is not going to be any easier to deal with as this game progresses. As she gets her items completed, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with this game.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, Gore Drinker is the meta right now. I mean, you can build that on anyone that's a champion, and you do some good stuff.
That is right. Lee Sin going to be starting off first Drake of the game. A little late coming in at 11 minutes, but he knows he has full control here. Mid and bot prio. Gonna easily be a take solo by this Lee Sin. Gonna be traded off for the Rift.
Yeah, and I kind of like that. I like that, but I wonder if he goes up to the top lane to help out his Gangplank. It's a close match going up over here. And will the Jarvan just rotate straight up?
Out of there. But it's not gonna be
my
enough,
goodness.
Knowing his champion's limits. And man, that's the tilt or death to Riven. That is a full tilt mode death.
I mean, you have her with just the Q there. You just went in and gave too much space. That's hurts. That's hurts.
Oh, and another kill. Look at that.
Yep. Nowhere to go. At least he got the Rift Herald. So hopefully there's going to be...
At the end of the day, that is true. And a kill going over to the Silas definitely needs that gold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, Pat there struggling to put up his microphone.
Dude, stop. It's fine now.
It's not easy for him.
Don't expose my height. My true height. I don't have my stool anymore. Oh, and look at that. Silas going. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's gonna be it.
Okay. Yeah. That's it. The game's over. That is insane. That is absolutely ridiculous. Not even a completed item with that Silas. And just...
No. He's great.
My God. Just does his taxes all over that guy.
Yeah, you gotta love him. I mean, he's...
Oh, Gangplank also dead. You really hate to see it. Perfectly executed. And no room for counterplay. GP 100 to 0. Only was able to input some movement commands and doesn't make it out alive. A rough time for this GP. Riven really playing with her food. Absolutely feasting on this boy.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, we're starting to lose Gentleman's Club a little bit here. They had the early game advantage, but... people just taking everything. I mean, we just saw Silas doing what he does best and just absolutely solos out the mid laner. Really, nothing you can do once he hits you with that whole combo. There's just so much damage. It's gonna be tough to figure out what Gentleman's Club does at this point. It kind of seems like everyone's falling behind and maybe falling behind too far. But we'll see if they have an answer and have a scenario to get them out of this little rut.
Late take, trying to get that first turret. I don't think he's going to make it in time. The last plate just barely going over with the first turret in the top side. And my word, but what I want to focus on is Karthus, already at 3 deaths on a very, very good pace this game. When you're Karthus, that's what you want to be doing, dying. Dying left, right, and center. Kills, secondary, just die. That's all you need to do on Karthus. And he's on a fantastic pace to get 20 deaths this game.
That might not be the main goal, is to get that many deaths, but yes, he definitely does do some stuff even when dying. No.
This is when you know the tides have turned. A flash out by the J4. Still not resulting in a kill, but at the end of the day, that is going to be J4's flash being blown. Karthus TPing in. Gets the W off, but Riven's like, yes, sir. No. Can I have another? Big damage coming out. Double kill going over to the Riven. Shutdown going to go on to the Karthus. Ashe fighting for her life.
Oh, Ashe might have him right here. Oh my goodness.
1v2. Showing why he is the 80 carry for Gentleman's Club.
Yeah, seriously, that was excellent. I mean, it's so... If only... I mean, it's one of those things you kind of can't know until you see that tower shot firing off one more time, but you followed up on that. Boom. You got yourself a nice little kill right there. And Karth is trying to just get a pick up, but not able to respond in time and cast that ultimate, not resulting in a Lucian or Thresh kill, even though they were very low.
No, it would have been a shame. Uh-oh. Lee Sin found another playmate, and that is just the 1Q is gonna be enough. The W onto the pink ward, and all he has to do is ult. Gonna save it, gonna use it for the last hit. The disrespect kick, kicking that corpse into the next dimension, and Lee Sin is having himself a game.
Yeah, he is. Such a fast champion, such high mobility.
Karthus is dead here. Yup, he's actually dead. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, you just can't contest anything like that.
Silas is just going to do that every single time.
It's such a good pick for stuff like that. I mean, there's nothing you can do in a scenario. I mean, look, you even saw him saying, like,
huh?
That's just going to be an... Oh, okay. I mean, even saw Karthus saying, listen, all I want is a couple minions. Please just let me have them. Yeah. And Silas said, absolutely not. I'm taking you down right under your own tower.
Ooh. Look at that Silas. Wish he would take me down under my tower, if you know what I'm saying.
That is true.
That is true. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this one is honestly, at the end of the day, still anyone's game. Fayechild yet to die this game. A bright spot for Gentlemen's Club. Down a little bit of CS, but that's not going to matter in the big picture. Has the ultimate, but as I'm speaking, Karthus is dying on pace. Really trying to make the record of deaths in the SLS. Already at 17 minutes into the game. But not to be outdone. Silas going to try and die here, but looks like going to make it out alive. Riven getting that kill on the GP in mid. And then, Thresh, you're dead, son. Next. And it looks like Silas gonna try to TP out of here. Gonna do it. Oh, the ward just a little bit too late. See ya later, Silas. Makes it out.
Yeah, and Silas not able to use that Karthus ultimate. A little bit sad. He was waiting just for a nice little kill there, but just ran out of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit unfortunate for the Silas, but at the end of the day, Macro Gaming is going to lick their wounds. Nothing really too much to come of it, and they're going to keep moving on.
A nice pick off on the Thresh, though. They were able to get some kill, and hopefully that's just enough to start taking them off here.
Taking them off, yes. We're going to be taking them off all day today. And Gentlemen's Club, definitely trying their best this game, trying to find their avenue into the game, seeing if they have a fighting chance to get their first win of the SLS. Oh no, Karthus.
Oh, no.
He's too young.
Oh no.
7 deaths for the Karthus, on pace, well on pace to get the 20 as been foretold. And Riven wants this, but does she really? Yes, the Gore Drinker heals her entire health bar. You love to see that, Riot. Nautilus just going to whack him. Lucian whacking him too. And then whacking left, right, and center. Here comes Butter Bumby, though. Fumbling around. Gonna end up dying. Everyone dying across the map. 4 down. Thresh and Lee Sin taking the Rift Herald. And what are you even going to use that on? This game is basically over.
Yeah, I mean, the focus was there. They had the right mindset. As you saw an 80 carry, you turn around, you go for the 80 carry. But Riven was already such low health. I feel like you almost just finish her off to get that out of the way. You still had the burst with Jarvan's ultimate and everything. I think just kill her and then finish off the Lucian. I honestly think that's the best way, but I do like the mindset of, hey, I see an 80 carry, let's kill him.
Definitely.
Oh,
I forgot how to drink water.
That is rough.
Riven's killing somebody again.
Yeah. I mean, nothing, actually zero you can do in that scenario. No matter how hard you kite, I mean, she can still just move through. everything with just her Qs, and her E is such a good gap closer. And
misses the W. Riven benched.
yeah, forget about her.
Yeah, gone. See you next week, kid.
Okay, a nice little pick here.
But Silas going to give a piece of his own medicine. Has the Nautilus ult. Is he going to use it? Doesn't need to. Yes, he is. Bye-bye. How does Karthus die here? Okay, he doesn't die. Ooh, that would have been scary. Scary boy Karthus, but Thresh coming in. Has the power to 1v5 him all in his own kit, but chooses not to out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah, and you gotta love him. You gotta love him.
GP. We got ourselves a little chicken running around. We're gonna catch him. Come on, little boy. Gotta go back to the pen. All right. You're gonna have to cut your head off. Sorry.
Now, you gotta keep in mind
No.
they did, in fact, get the pink ward. So I feel like that isn't a total loss. It isn't.
Ashen coming in. It's good. See ya.
That is
Butter Bumby. Frog Pink G's dead. Let's get back into this fight. Butter Bumby showing why they call him the Bumberton Mumberton of number 10. It's gonna die.
Manages.
Oh no!
Yeah, still alive.
Riven.
Running right out of there. She's gone. She's gone. She makes it out.
Oh man.
And as you can tell, the cranberry seltzer has started to hit one of the casters.
Dude, I'm overcarbonated. What can I say? I'm just too bubbly.
Yep, there you go.
Oh man. Okay, what did I miss? Yeah, Macro Gaming's definitely winning, but at the end of the day, it's still anyone's game. Anyone can come out on top. Chase, why is that the case?
Now, that's the case because Gentlemen's Club still has the team comp there. I mean, if you're able to get off the Karthus ult, the Gangplank ult, it's going to do a lot of AoE damage. I mean, I know that Karthus' his main goal is to just kind of sit there, do as much damage as you can. It doesn't really matter if you die or not. In fact, sometimes it helps your team out more when you die because your team can't target you.
Karthus cam, ladies and gentlemen, going golden mode, golden round. Riven gonna take him down anyway. Doesn't matter. Goes gold. Riven gets gold, kills him. Gold boy. Done. An arrow, once again, missing. Not the best angle, but you really hate to see it. At the end of the day, though, it's all about Thresh carrying the game by himself, 1, 3, and 5. You might think insignificant, and most would have to agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, he did get outplayed hard in the bot lane earlier this match, and I think regardless of what happens today, that was the main moment.
No, definitely. And oh my God, Riven!
Beautiful pick.
We might die here. Thresh
Pulling her straight out.
Right as I was soft flaming, Thresh comes through in the end, showing why he is a walking ward and lantern. Oh, getting the hook for once in this game onto J4, and it is unfortunately not going to be enough. Gentlemen's Club with a massive lead off of that hook not being capitalized on. What the heck is that? Chase, you can't wear that on cam. Oh. Dude, I was so distracted by my co-star, it appears the game ended. Oh, man, and an ace coming in for the side of Macro Gaming. Falling apart is Gentlemen's Club, much like our broadcast and our careers, going down the tube before our very eyes. And Macro Gaming really taking it to Gentlemen's Club, saying, we're just going to kill you over and over and over. And that is exactly what they did. Going for, oh my God, trying to get the final inhibitor instead of just putting them out of their misery. Leeson going in Karthus. Bada bing. Golden mode again. Let's see who gets the golden points. It appears it's going over to Lucian. But Karthus with the golden revenge coming in. And golden mode on silence. Going gold, going ghost, going everywhere. Hitting Nautilus. Oh, J4 is ulting or something. Riven might die, but she won't because it's Riven. And she ults everybody, but that's okay because Riven's going to hit. Boom, boom, boom. Fate Child. Bye. See ya. Later, kid. Gonna take turrets. Gonna take GP. GP's alive, though. That's probably bad. Maybe. I don't know. And turrets. Turrets get taken by turrets. And this game, we're going to have to wrap this one up. A little bit of showboating and good gracious gravy. That's a dead.
Oh, another one.
The 12 spot for the Karthus. Gonna secure Gentleman's Club the victory here in the moral category.
Yeah,
but that
the
is
people's
about
champion.
it.
The people's champion.
Oh, and here we have Jason, the coach for Macro Gaming. What do you like about that last match? What do you think that your team did right? How do you like it?
Hey, they did everything right, everything I taught them, except for my ADC, man. They're playing a little off that game. I don't know.
Yeah, man, that I've been telling you for years, man. You gotta bench that rat. That rat is fresh out of the sewer, and you gotta put him down. That man is infested.
Yeah, he has something wrong with him, man. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, man, it's a struggle out here. Trying to find competent help, right? All right, Chase, your question.
Man, I don't know what to do.
No, I mean, excellent job. I mean, even through the coaching, through all the stuff, I mean, it's clearly paid off. Macro Gaming, any mistakes that they make in previous games, able to correct it at really any single point. The ban phases, drafts phases, excellent. And now we finally get to see the man behind the curtains, and that's you.
Pulling all the strings.
Yeah, I coach them, trying to improve. I got the OP.GGs for their team. So I gotta get them the bans, get them everything, hooking them up.
Nice. So how did you end up becoming the coach for Macro Gaming?
I don't know. I'm friends with them all. I help them like most of the time. I'm active a lot. I help the team. I don't know. I just friends with them. I'm not good enough to be on the team.
Come on.
So
Don't say that.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm
So,
not good, bro.
listen. I've heard that recently you've been really getting into motivational back rubs for your team. Can you confirm or deny that?
No, I don't know if I can confirm nor deny that. I don't know if that's something I could do.
We all know what that kind of answer means.
Yeah. We do.
Did someone say orchids of Asia?
So, I mean, you must be very happy, right? Your team is #1 on the leaderboards. Everyone is playing excellent. You had that one game where things kind of didn't go the way as it should, and we have never seen that since. So, how much time, how many hours are you spending in here just saying, listen, here's what we got to do, and this is what the meta is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. How does that all play out for you?
I don't know. I just do like 2 hours a day trying to teach them like what to do. Sometimes they don't understand it. Got to get them some meta champions to pick. They do better every single day.
So I've been hearing that a lot of the esports coaching scene involves beating your players. Now, I'm not gonna accuse anybody here, but when I was interviewing Frog PhD last week, I raised my hand and he flinched. So you gotta tell me, man, what's going on behind the scenes?
I don't know if I can tell you that, man. That's like something I can't say. That's why a lot of them don't turn their cameras on anymore.
Yeah.
It's like
deny. That is the name of the game. I mean, that's it. That's how Pat beat those allegations.
Yup. Beat them into silence.
Hey, they've got better ever since, bro. Trying a new thing.
Oh man! Wow.
All right, man. Thank you for that beautiful insight into the minds of Macro. And before we let you go, we've got to share with you an important PSA right here. James, you have to present this.
So
one.
this is a PSA. Just because of scenarios that's been happening, I'm kind of not able to get up all these signs around town. So I was wondering if you saw this missing stapler. I would normally just hang up these signs, but I can't with it gone.
It's really a catch-22. If he had the stapler, he'd have no reason to hang the sign in the first place. Honestly, it's like a snake eating its own tail. We're going to leave you with that thought. Thank you so much for joining us, Jason, the mastermind behind the plan, and good luck in having your team climb through the ranks. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be wrapping up the most professional edition of this broadcast we have seen yet. Apparently next week we're already going into playoffs. We're going to have a shortened format. We are going to be down a team, unfortunately. Ashen Ascension having to go for financial reasons. The budget is tight everywhere, people.
It's they ended up losing a lot in GameStop and just unable to pay their players and buy the equipment necessary to keep them in this league.
At the end of the day, they had to sell all their gaming parts to double down on GME, and honestly, that was not the move to make.
No, it wasn't.
It was at its peak.
And listen, you don't lose that money until you sell, so just keep holding it and, buy the dips, average down, and that way it'll all balance out at some point.
All right, but stay tuned. Schedules to come. Can't wait to see you guys next week. We'll probably have some games, I hope, but we haven't hashed that one out yet. We're going to be getting those games to you as soon as we know when they come. When they come, as usual, share us, expand us, do whatever you can to... What? That's a thing you say, man. That's a thing you say.
No,
Why'd you laugh?
Excellent.
Yeah,
You're doing a great job. Great job.
Anywho, we got to wrap this one up. I got Totino's in the microwave about 5 minutes overdone, and the fire alarm has been going off for the past 20 minutes. A lot of questions that need to be answered. We're going to wrap this one up. Thank you so much for joining us, Chase. As always, pleasure casting with you, and have a good night, everyone.
Have a good one.